Good evening, everyone. It is Felicia Carter with Spiritual Growth Podcast. And today we have Megan Smith of Healing Hands LLC. I'm so excited to have this conversation today because we got a lot to talk about. She
Yes,
is
we do.
very talented. She's holistic. She's a not a doula. I'm sorry. Look, a herbalist. I got so many things going on right now, y'all. We just had we did a test before the podcast started to make sure everything was working, to make sure sound was working, video, all that stuff. And then right as we was coming on, we ran into some issues.
Right,
Like
right.
we was like, what is going on? But we are here tonight and we are going to have a conversation. So I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you do because you do a whole lot more than what I said. I'm going blank for the moment of all the things that you do right now because you do a lot of stuff.
Yes,
She's
I
really
do.
like me. So
Hello, everyone. Peace and blessings to the collective. I go by Megan. My name is Megan Smith. I am the founder of Healing Hands LLC, and that is pretty much a holistic lifestyle advocacy brand. And when I say holistic, it is a holistic look at healing modalities, which include mind, body, and spirit. And I wanted to incorporate spirit just as much as I incorporate the body, just as much as I incorporate the mind. And when I have the holistic umbrella as something that I offer for people, I offer services and I offer products. And it's basically to empower and educate our collective consciousness, the communities, to the benefits and the alternative to things that we were taught that were good for us that we are now learning that might not necessarily be good for us. Just because it's something that is done does not mean that it is something that is great for us going forward, especially now with, so much pollution, food being recalled, so much stress and pressure, everybody wants to make money, 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 consumerism. And we kind of gotten away from what makes us organic, what makes us unique, what makes us different, what makes us children of this nature. Nature is who we are, nature is who we come from. And if we get away from that too much, we are out of balance. As you can look around outside, every time you step out your door, you have to be aware in some level, some way, shape, or form that something isn't right. And if you can't feel it on the surface, somewhere inside, you have to know that, okay, something's not right. And as more people awaken and realize that it's going to take all of us to correct the out of balance that we have been living in for so long. And, I went through a personal journey when it came to my health, which woke me up a little bit more. It kind of jolted me. And that was me undergoing a thyroid removal surgery. Once I went under the anesthesia and under that knife, things really shook up with me. My world really did a 360. And, I'm if people choose, we're all here experiencing our journey and I'm not here to tell anyone that they're right or wrong, but from my experience with the doctors and the endocrinologists and going through these different things, you kind of put your trust in these people who you think are more educated to know. I was being treated like a guinea pig. I was being studied. And it felt awkward that the people that I'm putting my trust in, it was obvious that they didn't really know. He would go in the back and take his time and then come back with his students, and they would look at me and talk to each other and make notes, and it was almost like I'm just sitting there not being spoken to but being spoken at. And the final straw for me was when he kept putting me on these different medicines, and the medicines were creating symptoms. And instead of getting rid of the symptoms, he would give me more medicines to mask the symptoms, and I was getting worse. And I started doing my own independent research, and I started implementing changes in my diet, and I started getting better results in my tests. And he says to me, "What are you doing that's different?" And I started telling him what I was doing. And this man said to me, "Who told you to do that?"
Oh,
Right.
no.
Excuse me,
Wow.
sir. What do you mean who told me to do that? My common sense told me to do that. The shakiness in my faith in you guys is telling me to do this. The fact that I'm not going to be taking pills for the rest of my life is telling me to do this. And I'm an Aries, so I'm a rebel. If it don't
Right.
sit right, if it ain't sitting right within, I'm off it.
Yeah.
So I started, I've always, my parents split up when I was 4, and my mom took us from up north to North Carolina for a little while to her side of the family. And they were country. And it's a beautiful thing. And when I say country, I would have vivid memories of her going to the woods to pick herbs to heal us, giving us different oils. We hardly ever got sick growing up. I didn't have too many colds. I didn't have too many fevers. And that was from the stuff that she would give to us. And the more I started researching my lines, my bloodlines, come to find out I come from a whole line of women on my mom's side who were what they called back in the day baby catchers.
Mm.
And not only did she catch the babies, she was the doctor for the Yanceyville County area of North Carolina. She was the doctor before an official doctor moved into the town.
Mm.
Only she didn't have the title.
Right.
She was what they consider a root worker. She was what they consider the herbalist. You go to Mama Jessie and she would get you right. That's what my line was before my grandmother's mother passed away and all of the knowledge got broke. So entering into my spirituality, I had to go in my journey and start reconnecting with my ancestors to learn more about where is this coming from. It's like once I did the surgery and I had a near death experience, like when I was 33, so much stuff happened. And it was like a light came on inside of me. Different chambers in my brain started activating. Different memories started coming, and I didn't know where they were coming from. It was like all this stuff just started exploding. And I remember the herbs. I was always in the woods. When I was down south, we lived down south in North Carolina for 9 years before I went back up north. And a lot of my times when I was in the country part of down south, in north in Reedsville, I was in the woods making mud pies. I was in the woods chewing on the grass. I felt connected when I was with nature. I am a genuine child of nature from the time I was little till now. I hid it away for a long time because of, society and blending in and
Mm.
wanting to not be the different one, not be labeled weird, stuff like that. and I had to do a lot of reprogramming in order to come into who I am. And I'm still going through that process. It's still a process. But
Yeah.
all of that has set the foundation, set the groundwork for Healing Hands to come into being. And here I am creating things with my hands, making products with my hands, being of service with my hands. You know, I do yoga, I teach yoga. I'm a certified Yanni steamer. I body butters, um specialty teas. And when I say specialty teas, they're herbal teas. They are blended with more than one herb in a way that makes each other work together like a synastry. So a lot of people get herbs and you go to a store and you get a tea blend and it only have one herb in it. And not knocking that is a very powerful thing. But when you get a tea blend from a herbalist who knows herbal action and how to make them work together to get a bigger bang for your buck, a bigger bang for your experience, and to know how to make these herbs heal you. And I have to do consultations because in order for these herbs to heal you, I need to be aware of your lifestyle, your diet. There are things that I need to ask you, not from a point of judgment, but from a point of how can I help you? Because I don't want to give you a tea, just wham bam, thank you, ma'am, give you a tea, and then you get mad because the tea is not helping you in a way that you're used to Western medicine helping you. Because Western medicine kicks in and it masks the symptom. It's not healing you. When I
Yeah.
give you a tea, it's targeting to heal you so you don't keep coming back. If you come back, it'll be for something else. The only way I will continuously give you something is if there's something that you have that is going to be chronic that you deal with. Like I have a woman that before we went our separate ways, she didn't have a gallbladder. So that was something that I needed to continuously make tea for her for because she didn't have a gallbladder. Like I don't have a thyroid. There are certain things that I have to utilize on a consistent basis, or I will feel it because I don't have that organ in my body anymore. I have to actively be my own healer. So when I give people stuff, it's because I know it works. I am a walking, breathing example of knowing what it is that I do.
I love that.
Well, thank you.
Yes. It's like, I don't know. I was just listening because, first of all, when you talk, I don't know, it's so soothing. Like, it's so calm. So I just
Thank
was
you.
listening. But I
I'm a
love
smooth
that.
operator.
Oh my gosh, the fact that you just sang that song, that was my aunt's favorite song. So look, she used to listen to Sade all the time.
Yes. Right, I
Yeah.
love her. Yes,
Oh my gosh.
that's
Like,
my muse.
yes, I love her. But I love the fact that you talk to clients, like, because I don't even remember like how we got connected, but we did. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but I kept seeing your products. You was posting them online, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And I think the very first thing that I tried was your body butter,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I fell in love with that body butter. I don't know what it is about your body butter, like, and it made me stop using lotion altogether. I was like, I'm
Good,
not using lotion. Like, even if I run out of your body butter, like I'm getting a body butter. Like, I'm not getting lotion. Like,
good.
I'm like, nah, I don't want lotion on, like, and it has to be a natural body butter. Like, and and I'm like, And that's all because I started using your body butter. And I've been
Well,
doing it like the entire time. Like when I tell you your body butter makes your skin feel so smooth, but it smells good and it lasts all day. Like you be moisturized all day long. It's like yeah, like it's hard to find really good quality, especially like from body butters and just
yeah.
even like herbs itself, like I've gotten quite a few things from you. Like your soap is great, like your yoni soap and your yoni oil. Like that stuff is amazing as well. So it's like you definitely know how to craft, like your herbs and stuff. You know how you know what works and what heals. Like, so I definitely feel like when you named your business, you definitely, it was definitely working for you. Like,
Well,
so
thank you. I put a lot of research into, like, once I told you, once I started down the path of researching,
mhm,
it was like a whole rabbit hole of how so much of the stuff that's on the market that we just randomly buy, how much that
mhm.
stuff really hurts us.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
lotion, I'm not knocking anyone who uses regular lotion. I too used regular lotion. But when
yeah,
I saw what the ingredients were and how those ingredients possibly went into the fact that I no longer have a thyroid. And
mhm.
like I said, I'm gonna mention I'm an Aries again, so I get mad when I start thinking about certain things like, oh
Yeah.
my God, they did this on purpose. I'm
Right?
gonna glitch the matrix.
Like,
So I started
but they know.
researching.
Yeah.
Right, right, and I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna give it to my people too, and I'm gonna pour all the love, all the knowledge, everything, every ounce of energy
Hmm.
that I went through. I'm gonna pour it into my product so that maybe somebody else don't have to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I create my body butters, it is because I don't want you guys to use lotions anymore. I want all of us to understand that everything that's on a shelf is a
Hmm.
duplicate, a bad duplicate from nature.
Hmm.
We are organic
Yeah.
and we are organic being. These flesh suits that we walk around in, when we leave this, when our spirit exits and we give up the ghost, this is going back to the earth.
Yeah.
The earth we come from, and to the earth we will go back. So everything we should be utilizing should come from the earth. If
True.
you cannot pronounce it, why are you putting it on you?
Yeah. That's true.
And I'm not knocking anyone because, everybody doesn't know.
Hmm.
So it's up to us who do know to try to plant seeds and understand everybody's on their own different journey. Everybody's on their own path. Excuse me, I get ate up by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes love the body
Oh
butter.
my
They love
gosh.
it.
Yes,
For
they
it.
do. Look,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be yeah.
Right. So yeah, when I make and create the products, whenever I'm doing anything, and people tell me they feel it, it's because you're feeling a piece of my spirit. You're feeling my intentions of wanting to love you, of wanting to heal us, because we are all connected. Even if we have forgotten it, it's time
Yep.
to wake up and remember we all we got.
Yep. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Hi guys. I'm sorry. I have not been ignoring y'all. Like when me and Megan start having a conversation, like
Right,
it just yeah. Hi
right.
y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope y'all are enjoying this episode with Megan Smith of Healing Hands LLC. If y'all could please heart this live, share it out because she has some amazing homemade healing products, okay?
Yes,
And I mean everything from the body butters to the bath salts to the she has smoking herbs as well. Like
Yes, yes,
everything. She has
yes,
different blends that she makes custom to you. Yanni oils and soaps, like almost
yes.
anything you can think of. And that detox blend. Let me talk about that real quick. Okay.
It didn't hurt too much, did it?
It didn't hurt too much because I actually think I'm pretty detox pretty well. I've been doing a really
Okay.
good job keeping myself clean. So it wasn't that bad. Now, for the person who needs to detox,
Right,
you might feel it a little bit now.
right,
But the thing that I had to remind myself of, because we was talking about how, things that are actually good for you don't always taste the best.
right.
Now,
And I'm
what she
so honest about that.
yes, and but you know what though? I appreciate it because you said it, right? And I was just like, oh, it's probably just going, it's probably gonna be nothing. But the way that
Baby,
stuff
ain't nothing like
smells
those
and
bitters.
tastes, whew. But you know what though? I was like, that's how you know this the real deal.
Right.
Okay. It's the real deal detox because
Yeah,
it was bad. Like
it
it
was.
tasted bad,
It was.
but it works. And that's because it's all natural. Like the herbs that you have in there, it's gonna clean you out.
Yes, it will.
You have to
Guaranteed.
do, yeah, you have to do what you're supposed to do though while you're taking a
Right.
detox. You can't just be doing any old thing,
Oh
because
God, because if you continue to try to eat regular,
yeah.
no, your body, your intestines, you're gonna probably shock yourself. And that's
Hmm.
why it's a treatment plan. I'm not just gonna
Yes.
it's not just about the
Yeah.
money. It's about
Exactly.
listen, because if you're gonna get something from me, I'm gonna give you the realness. If
Oh
you
yes.
want to detox, you're gonna detox, but I'm gonna need you to stay away from certain products because those
Hmm.
certain products is gonna be counterproductive, and your body is gonna be it's gonna turn into a battlefield.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be totally okay if you follow me. Please do.
Yes, y'all, all of y'all, please go ahead and follow her. If you have questions about any herbs, but now I will say this because y'all know, and I'm not saying nothing about anybody on here or anything like that, or anybody else who may come on this episode. But please be serious when you come and you inquire about anything.
Right,
Please be serious about it because
right.
as entrepreneurs and we love what we do, don't just, it's serious.
Yes,
If
please.
you want to get something and she tells you, "Hey, make sure that you drink this amount of water and you eat some
Right,
fruit." Do that.
right, right.
Don't
Because I'm
don't
not
come back
trying
and
to
be
tell
like,
you what to do. I just don't
"Yeah,
want you to hurt yourself.
right." Because and then if you do hurt yourself, I'm gonna say it's your fault. What did you do what you was supposed to do?
That
Or did
part.
you not? And I'm gonna say that for her. Because
Right.
it's not my business. Okay? It's hers. All right. Now, do what you're supposed to do when you inquire, and that's what any entrepreneur, please do what you're supposed to do. Don't come back and be like, it didn't work or, it made me sick. Did you follow the plan?
Right.
Because most of us who are entrepreneurs or spiritualists, herbalists, like whatever we do, there's always going to be a certain plan for you to follow. And you have to follow those plans. And if you don't, whatever happens, those are your consequences.
That's right.
Uh,
That's
Sorry
right.
about
That's right.
that.
No, that's definitely true because
Yeah.
um as the health and wellness industry, nutrition and fitness industry, holistic herbal industry is growing, a lot of people are jumping on the train. So it's hard to tell who's serious about this and who's not.
Mhm.
So I understand where people might not take this serious. But if you come to me, like you just said, please know this is my life. This is what has saved. my life. So this is tried, tested, and proven true. I speak and I give from experience. So when I tell you you need to drink this amount of water, it is because I know if you're not living a lifestyle that is going to be in cohesiveness with the herbs, there are things that could happen. Like if you drink a detox and you still are trying to eat sweets and still trying to partake in dairy while detoxing, you could suffer a breakout. I mean, acne. I mean, smells. I mean, all types of stuff could go. Your body could react in certain ways, and a lot of people might not tell you the intricacies that come with detoxing, and it's not just one detox. It's many different types of detox. It's parasite, it's the electro, the frequency, the toxins from the environment, heavy metal detox. It's a you just want to cleanse yourself out. Cleansing is different than detoxing. It's levels to this, you know. I'm also a raw food nutritionist. I'm a psychotropic plant educator because people, as far as you mentioned, the smoke blends. I
I
did a
still gotta
lot of research
Google
because
this.
smoking is a beautiful thing. And if you are just seeking to get high, there are different plants, not just the Mary Jane. Yes, yes, our skin is our largest organ. So we have to treat that as such. So you have to be very mindful of what you're putting on your skin because it's being absorbed. Like sometimes people will tell you if you're using certain oils, put it in your belly button because your belly button will absorb it faster than just putting it, say, on your arm or your legs or your ankles or whatever. So when you're smoking the smoke blends, do you know that like you could go outside and look around you and get at least 3 to 4 different plants that can be utilized in a psychotropic way. Psychotropic just means the altering of your brain. Psychotropic plant, psycho plant. That's basically what that breaks down to. So, you know, there's different herbs that can be utilized, like if you want to quit smoking cigarettes and they try to give you a pill. That pill is derived from some type of plant. That nicotine patch comes from what? A nicotine, which is a plant based
Mhm.
herb. So there's plants for getting the nicotine out of your system that you can smoke. There are herbs that you can smoke that helps you get away from insomnia. If you want to dig deeper into your dream state and sleep deeper, not just go to sleep, but get an altered experience when you're in your sleep state. I can get you a smoke blend for that. You know, I wear many different hats and I've studied many different modalities of healing. It's just it's a big field, you know, it's something to be taken serious and
Definitely.
it's a passion.
You know, you had gave me well not gave me, but you had made for me a smoke blend. I think it was a self-love blend.
Yes, ma'am.
And I remember I had told you like I wanted to start loving on myself more and stuff through one of our conversations before. And I realized like I have smoked a few of them, you know, I still got a couple left because I'm not really a big smoker anymore. Like I
Right.
used to smoke cigarettes. So I
Right.
just, you know, I don't really, but I think that really really helped me into my self-love journey that I'm still going through. Like it's
Right.
been evolving more. And I just realized as you were talking about your blends, and I was like, hey, because this year I I finally went and took myself out on a date. And I
Right.
was like, I really started my self-love journey. It was really hard trying to
And you
really get
glowing.
through it.
You're
Yeah.
glowing. You
Thank
could
you.
tell when you start doing that inner work, that
Yes.
glow cannot be replaced.
Yeah.
It's almost like crack.
Look, that's okay. I'll do it gladly.
Right. Right. Because this is great. Like this is a natural high.
Yes. I'll take this over anything else any
You and me
day.
both. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ain't no looking back.
None. Nope.
So I definitely appreciate all the love that you have given me, all the support,
Uh, Girl, don't do that
the
on don't
inboxes.
do that on here because you already know.
Right,
You
right.
already know you was not about to make me cry happy
I'm
tears.
sorry. Look, let me stop. But no, but for real, I love the genuine love. I love the sisterhood. I love the tribe. I love that you love people and
I
you love what you are
do.
and who you are
Aw.
as deeply as you show. It's not just a show, it's genuinely who you are. And
Yeah.
I don't know how we got aligned, but
I
there
don't
are no
remember. Yeah.
coincidences. There is no accidents when it comes to this universe. And we know that by now,
Yeah.
and you are just as amazing as you seem to be.
Oh,
And I appreciate you and I appreciate this journey. And I'm glad that
I
you are on your
appreciate
journey of
you. Oh
self-love.
my
I think
goodness.
all women should do that.
My face hurt. Oh, thank you. I love you so much. Look, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that today, but that's okay. If y'all have any questions before I be over here as a big old like puddle of tears, if y'all have
Aw.
any questions for Megan, please ask your questions so we can get them answered during the podcast.
Right.
Cry it out. Look, y'all. I know, but
Tell her, yes.
if I start crying, I'm not gonna be able to talk. My cheeks hurt.
No,
I'm
it's a
overly
good thing.
sensitive.
We need to release those tears. That's a
We
beautiful
do.
thing.
We really do. I love it. Because you know, for a long time, I always felt like I always used to say, I don't like people or people don't like me or whatever. Because I realized that it was my social anxiety that made me feel that way. I always felt like people were either, like looking at me a certain type of way or like getting certain energies or something. I wasn't sure what it was, but I changed the way that I look at things. I started to go out more, like around people and trying to engage more with people. So like when people see that I do actually like people, I just am awkward with it,
Right,
like
right.
so
I
just
understand.
you saying that made me feel like yay, like I'm really, like trying to show people who I actually am, not who I thought I was for the longest
Right.
time.
It was
So
just the wrong
that's a
people. Right
yeah,
person, wrong people.
yeah,
Because you
definitely.
definitely shine. You're definitely beautiful. You definitely have
Thank
my
you.
love. And when you go and I don't see you on Facebook, you see I randomly, I'm gonna always check
Yes,
on
you
you.
too.
I'm
I
gonna
love
hop in
it.
that inbox.
Yes, and sometimes it's definitely at the right time because sometimes during those times when you reach out, I be like, how did she know? Like, and sometimes like I be going through it and I'm like
Right,
I'm the type of person where I'll try not to, put that on people,
right,
like
right,
but I really be feeling like who is there to talk to? Like,
right.
and I don't want to put too much on people sometimes. So I'm just like, I'm
And
just
then
gonna
you begin to internalize it, and then
mhm.
sometimes you get into a cycle, not you per se, but I'm speaking from experience as well, because if
Mhm.
you don't get that out, it becomes stored and blocked energy.
Yeah. And I'm
And
learning
being
this
a
too.
yoga teacher, that's why I tell people you have to breathe,
Hmm.
breathe, and move. Yoga means the word yoga literally breaks down to link. And and we're linking our breathing
Yeah.
to the poses that we are doing. The poses, the word
Yeah.
that is used is called asana, and that basically translates in Sanskrit. Asana means poses. Yoga means link. You're linking your breath to the poses with the intention of making sure everything flows so that your chakras continue to remain in balance so that you don't feel imbalanced in your brain.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right. He says getting to the right people makes a difference. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yes. And
Right
that's why I'm
person,
like,
wrong people. Don't ever shrink yourself. Don't do it no more.
yeah, no more.
No more. No more
Yeah.
shrinking.
Oh, this light always want to go off. That's okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so awesome.
Me too.
I
Me too.
I keep trying to do like yoga, but I think where I kind of went wrong was like I was feeling like I was doing everything wrong. Like I'm not doing
Right.
the poses right. Am I breathing right? Like just in my head about it. So
See,
what
that's
do
the
you
thing. Get out your head and get into your body. I tell my classes all the time, no, we're gonna get out of our head and we're getting into our bodies. The more you breathe, the more relaxed you become. Don't think too hard.
gotcha.
Don't think about it. Let it
See,
flow.
I think I stopped breathing during the yoga. I
Right.
was trying to figure it out. Be like, okay, so I'm doing this move here, and then I
Mm-mm.
just be like, okay, so when do I breathe? Like it's yeah, yeah,
Oh, see,
it's,
I gotta get you in a session. I'm gonna
yeah.
do a session with you with no charge. I got you. No, nope, nope, I got you. Because I swear to
Really?
God, if you were
What?
sitting, if right, it is 555. What up, Andrew?
Yes.
So
Hey.
when I'm in my classes, you should see if I could count how many
Mhm,
times I say to them, keep your breathing engaged. Don't stop breathing
mhm.
because the breath is life. If you stop breathing, you exist no more. So
Yeah,
you always have to be mindful of your breathing.
true, true.
So I got you. Yeah, I want to like how we doing this now. We're gonna do it. You're gonna do a yoga
Okay.
set.
Yes. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions? Let me check my page comments because sometimes they don't come
Yes,
through.
let me get a moment. I'm going to grab my Palo Santo real quick.
Yes, take your time.
Okay, be right back.
All right. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't go nowhere. She will be right back. Please make sure that you all heart this and share this out. I just wanted to make sure there weren't any questions or anything. Please drop any questions that you may have so that we can answer them here during the live. And I'm not ignoring y'all. Let me go back a little bit because there were some comments that I
Right.
didn't
Please feel free to
respond
ask. I'm always
to.
open for input. I love building with people and talking in real life. I like connecting. And if you see me on Facebook, I don't go live too much because I feel like I'm talking at the phone. I like real like if you got a
You like
conversation, if
the
you got a
interaction.
question, right? I like interaction. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. For the longest time, I did that, like where I was like, I'm not going to keep going live and ain't nobody coming on here. I can't talk to nobody. But I don't know. I'll keep talking. And then sometimes I have people and then sometimes I won't. So I just be talking to nobody, acting like I'm talking to somebody. It's kind of crazy
I
sometimes.
like how you do because ever since I've been aligned with you, I can see the growth. It's like you putting yourself out there, putting
Yeah.
yourself out there, putting yourself out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, since I see you.
Look, it is not easy doing when you going live and stuff, and when you don't have nobody that you can actually talk back with. No weird feeling.
Right,
I just be
right.
like, all right, have to act like they here because they're gonna be here one
Right.
day eventually.
Right. Right. And the more energy you put into it, the more the feedback comes back.
Yes, yes, definitely. There was a comment, I wasn't sure. Jess Reynolds had said she made a mix of horsetail, mullein, and mint, but I wasn't sure what it was for. That was a little while ago. I apologize. I
That
didn't want to
horsetail,
interrupt the
mullein, and mint,
conversation.
that's a powerful that I like that. That's a good
Mhm.
mix because mint is a powerhouse when it comes to just overall healing everything.
Oh, okay.
And mullein is
Mhm,
one of the main herbs that I put in all of my teas because not
mhm.
only does that get your inflammation out of your lungs, it
Mm,
stops it from collecting any
yeah,
inflammation. It's kind of
mm,
like black seed oil, but in a herb, you
got you.
know. And horsetail is something that I use as well because that's good for your eyes. It's good for strengthening your eye muscles. It's good for your respiratory system.
Okay. So
Right,
that's what
right.
you should put into back. Look, I should have had that years ago when I
She said
was
that was for
smoking.
quitting tobacco. That's good. That's what's up.
Mhm. Yeah, I should have had that a long time ago when I was quitting.
Right.
She said self-love is like moving without restriction for me. I love
Very
that.
much so. Yes, it
I love
is. Yes, it is. Saying yes to you.
yes. She said we
Oh,
have a soothing vibe. That
Andrea,
that's all
thank
Megan.
you. Thank
That is
you.
all Megan up on here
You
with her
silly.
yeah.
That's probably why my thyroid was attacked because my gift is my voice. My
Yep.
gift is my words.
And I had thyroid issues too. And I sort of healed my thyroid myself. I was getting
Good.
a goiter and stuff, and
Hmm.
that's gone. And I haven't been taking any medicine, none. I dropped all the medication I was on, and
Wow.
I told my doctor, I was like, I'm not taking it anymore. I've been doing the herbal supplement and stuff, and he was like, oh, how do you feel? I feel fine.
Good.
Like I'm not doing that
Good
no
for
more.
you.
So
Good for you.
yeah,
That's definitely beautiful. Because
and
if I knew
yeah,
then what I know now, I wouldn't have let them take my thyroid.
and
Because I
my
had a goiter.
yeah, and my throat chakra is the chakra that I always have the hardest time with. It's the one that I'm still struggling with, like to really find my voice and speak about certain things. So I'm like, okay, but I did do a hypnotherapy session.
Mm, do tell. Do tell.
Yes. Okay. So it was more so I told her it was for communication because that's where I feel like I struggle the most, especially in my personal life, like with my family and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, and so she did this recording for me. I'm still going through it because I'm supposed to listen to it every night for 21 days at least.
Mm,
Um, and so it was quite interesting, because it was like I could hear everything. I knew what was going on. I was aware, but I was more in like I guess more of a kind of meditative state. So
yeah.
like, but I was remembering things from my past that some things I didn't even remember, like in life, like in the real world, like
Like your brain shut it off.
yeah, uh-huh.
Wow.
So just finding out certain things kind of helped me to realize I don't talk about certain things. So we'll see after this month is up or so, like how things go. But I have been feeling like, I have been telling people like, hey, well, you're gonna hear what I have to say because that was like my biggest thing. But during the session, she also did more like a self love healing thing where I actually had to, during the session, I had to remember my younger version of myself. And I had to actually talk to her and tell her, I appreciate what you did for me back then, but I don't need that now. and really
Right.
had to like apologize to her and like give her a hug and bring her home with me to my new home, show
Oh,
her around. It was so look, and then
that
I told her that she's safe. You safe to live here with me like forever. Like this is where you're gonna be at. It was so beautiful. I was
is.
crying so hard.
Oh,
By the time I was done with my session, like I had, like the white tear lines coming down like
did
my whole
you?
the neck. Yes. Like I released
Oh,
so much in that session that I wasn't expecting to release. So I was like, yeah, it was definitely worth it. Like I feel like because I have two more sessions I can do on different things, whatever it is I want to do. So I probably go ahead and do it after, like after the time is up and stuff. But it was definitely a healing experience.
that's
So
beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I never did hypno, but I
Mhm.
did have therapy for
Yeah.
I would say about 2.5 years. And I kind of graduated myself from therapy when I
Mhm.
started going there and therapy and
Mhm.
her. She
Yeah.
stopped therapy and but well when I first started, I would say for the first 6 months I cried
Yeah.
every session.
Me too.
I cried. I cried
Yeah.
like a baby every session. And I'm in my head like, I'm a G. I am not supposed to be
Right.
crying this much. But then
Yeah.
that was the problem. I never was a G. I just had to put that persona and that facade
Yeah.
as a little girl. So when you say the child has
Yeah.
to be healed, the child has to be healed.
Mhm.
Because in our childhood is where so many of these protective
Yeah.
programs are put into place.
Yeah.
But then as we grow, we no longer need them, but we forget
Yeah.
that those are just programs that we put on us.
Yeah.
So we think that's us. Not
Yeah.
saying that's your experience, but that was my experience.
Well, it was that. Yeah, I think it was definitely my experience. Like
Hey, it
it
was
was certain
crazy. I
things.
had to relearn.
Yeah. It was definitely certain things that happened that I felt like were my fault. It was
Mm,
things that I saw or heard where I felt like I wasn't being heard. So it definitely every time I would go to a Reiki session, they would be like, your throat chakra is what came up the most because I kept stifling myself. My voice was not there. I kept being like nobody hears me, nobody understands me. I can't tell people how I feel. So I understand it now.
right,
But it was just like, okay, this is why, and this is why I have to work on it so hard because I like I have a story to tell. People need to hear me,
right.
and I can talk and I
You
can tell people how I feel. And if there's a problem with it, then it's their personal problem.
I'm going to say
You
that's
know?
a them problem. That's not a you
Yeah,
problem.
that's not mine. Yeah, exactly.
Right,
So yeah, I was like, okay, I see where, and I feel like that was part of like stagnant energy that I had that was being blocked, and I feel like that session was definitely because I've been doing therapy for a while now, you know, and it was good to help me through some stuff, but that part of my journey, it felt like it was stuck. So
right,
yeah,
right. And that's a
um,
beautiful thing. Big
yeah,
shout out to you for that. Pat
I
yourself on the
appreciate
back.
it. Yeah,
That
and
that is beautiful.
yeah,
That you are aware enough to understand that that was something that if you want to continue to evolve, the earth is evolving, the world is evolving. Everything in nature evolves or dies. So
right,
why do we as people feel as if we are not supposed to evolve at the same time too?
right.
So for
Yeah.
you to be aware enough, self-aware enough to know that it's time that you have to seek out whatever works for you so that you can continue to evolve.
Yeah,
85% of the population is not doing the work. That's
exactly.
what it's called doing the work. And when you do the work, the results show.
Yes.
So you keep doing that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's why you my tribe. Cause
Yes,
we is not new to this. We true to this,
yes. You
and we
know,
gonna continue to pursue this.
exactly. And I felt like for a long time people probably feel like, we do these podcasts or we talk about this stuff or we make these posts on our pages and stuff like that. And some people may do that. That's good for them. But behind the camera, when that's off, there's stuff being done. It's not just coming on here. Yeah, do I want Facebook to maybe pay me? Sure. If they do, great. If not,
Right.
whatever. But at the
Right.
same time, there's actual work being done. I may not post all the time about all of the work all the time and stuff, but there's stuff being done, like whether you guys see it or not. That's why I'm able to come on here and keep this and come on here
Right.
and talk to people. I may not be at the same place as some people, but everybody's journey is different. People have been doing things for a long time or some haven't, but that's why I like to do the podcast to give everybody an opportunity to talk about their journeys because
Right.
people need to see that it's definitely not all the same for everybody, and that's
It's
okay.
right. Right. We are as unique as our fingerprints. That's what
Right.
makes us dope.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yes. So let's see. She said she needs to heal her thyroid. Definitely found the right people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on to
You
the
be
tribe.
good.
That's the vibe.
Yes.
Big lit. Big lit.
Right? Okay, we out. She said she grow hers, but you can find them in dry tea form. Or if you have a local herb shop, bring a list. She started the mix. Oh, for the tobacco. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that mix that she made. Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Healing tears, salt of our body.
Very
Yeah,
much so. Yes.
I always felt like that, right? Because salt,
Yes,
it,
because
it
crying
turns
is
your
a
face
healer. It's a
white.
release. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Tears.
mineral. There we
Right.
go. So
Right.
we're
Exactly.
made up. I'm telling you, we made up of the earth. We're made from what we
Right.
go outside and walk around. We made with the same shit that's in the ocean. Excuse my language.
No, you good.
I'm a hood healer, y'all. I'm a hood healer. You know, it come out every now and
Not a hood healer. Look, there, I done got a few of y'all in my circle now. All these hood healers and stuff. Look.
then. We coming from the mud, baby. And this is for
Oh
real.
my gosh. She
Thing
said,
that
tears to me
that
is
makes
like
up the
our body.
periodic table of elements. That's what make us.
Yes, yes, definitely. A ceremony with itself. Tears is like our bodies have a ceremony with itself. Huh,
Hmm.
that's interesting.
That is. That's a good perspective.
Yeah. She said, yes, same. Hood healers.
Oh, yeah, right, right. We need the hood healers, baby, because that's what
Right.
we trying to
Look,
read.
yeah, everybody can't be all proper like me, right? Nah.
No, I love that about you. That's the girl stuff. That's the cute. Girl, you
Look,
cute.
I used to be like that when I was younger. And then I always used to hear, oh, you so bougie. Oh, you so bougie. And I took it as a
No,
bad thing, right? I
that's
took it
not
as
a
a bad
bad
thing.
thing.
And so for years, I
Guilty.
would bring look, but no, yeah, I've always been like that. I remember like my mom used to tell me to go take the trash out, and I used to get in the shower. If I'm going outside, I'm gonna take me a shower.
Wait, no. See, I was not expecting that. I was about to be like, what would you do? Say no? Because me, I'm
No,
not doing
look,
manual labor. I can be
look,
hood healer all day, but I will not.
well,
I'm very feminine. I'm
see,
not
it was
doing none
only
of that
three of us.
manual
It
stuff.
was me, my two sisters, and my mom. So, you know, each week, like one of us would have to take out the trash, like for that week or whatever. So
Right,
if it was my turn, I was like, well, you don't expect me to go outside looking like this, do you? Like, I gotta go take a shower. And she'll be like,
right.
you got to take a shower to go walk around the corner, go take the trash out. Because it might be somebody out there.
There's somebody
Somebody might
out
be
there.
outside
You
and
want
they
to
might see me.
right. You will not catch me outside with no bonnet on my
Right.
head.
And,
No.
and I was
I'm not
right. And I was
knocking
like,
who
I'm
do,
not I
but
was
for
like,
me and
not
my
gonna
house, that is not what's gonna fly. No, ma'am. No. I got these locks for a reason. I will wrap these things up like Erica
look,
Badu before I put a bonnet on and go outside.
look, I think now, right. I think now I'm like, me and these locks, we are one. Okay. I
Okay?
still I still refuse to put a bonnet over top of it, but a head wrap is cool, and sometimes if it ain't what it is, it just ain't. Y'all gonna
Right.
catch these locks today.
Yo,
Like
I just understood everything you just said. If it ain't what it is, you gonna right. Exactly. Yes,
right,
yes.
look, it just came out.
It
Look, I
sure
didn't even
did.
think
And
about
I
it, right?
understood exactly because no, these are not fashion locks. They're not gonna be all neat
Yeah.
and together all the
And
time. No, ma'am. I
and
leave them
everybody
alone.
everybody does what they do, right? But
Right.
the thing that you already know what I'm about to say, because
Right.
the whole lay down my edges with the locks and the baby hairs. Girl, I
Mm-mm,
be done. I be
mm-mm.
done.
Yeah, I got little flyaways all the time. Look, they refuse. This one
Girl.
right here refuse to go. It's not gonna do nothing. It's
Girl.
gonna curl up just like the nine ether curl that it is.
Yeah, I don't I don't worry about that. And I
Mm-mm.
think that's ever since I got my locks, I was like, that was the main thing. At first I used to be like, oh, they not done. They not done. But then I was just like, I don't care. Like they
Right,
done. It's clean, or whatever. They done. This is
right.
them.
Cause
It
mine,
is
I
what
don't
it
know if
is.
y'all can see these things fuzzy.
Look, I can't
Right.
tell.
My
They look
daughter talking
good
about
to
the
me.
back of it look a mess. I don't care,
Right.
baby. That's mommy still,
Yes. Look, they like the hood healer stuff.
Oh yeah. Let me find out. I'm about to trademark that,
look,
y'all. That's
look,
that's trademark.
you might as well go ahead and make that your hashtag before anybody steal it. Like,
Look, I
gotta
got
get
something for you.
the done. She said, gotta get the chores done, not the
I love
bonnet.
this one. This is
Side.
great.
Yeah. Good, Andrea. Hey, hello. Hello.
You so silly.
Um, I'll tell you about that later because yeah. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions for Megan, this has been fun. I
This
love it.
has. I appreciate you. I honor you and I respect you
Oh
for
my
this.
gosh,
Thank
I
you for
love you so
creating this.
much. Yes,
I love
and
you.
we definitely have to meet up one day because yeah,
Right. Come
definitely.
on to the South Carolina. Good. It's a whole
Because you're
experience
not even
now.
that far. Probably like
Not
what,
even
two,
that far.
3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not even that
That's
far.
it. I'm in a
Yeah.
good part. It's a little town, but it's big.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
one thing that I meant to ask you about though before we get off,
But,
because a lot of people don't know about you living off grid for a little while.
oh,
Yes, because that was interesting
that
seeing
was an
your
experience.
journey through that and everything. Like I was like, look,
No
because
water, no
yes,
electricity. I slept in a tent for 2 months.
yes, a
And,
tent.
it was on I think he had 144 acres in the
Yeah.
swamplands of Santee.
Hmm.
Santee, South Carolina, guys,
Hmm.
for all y'all who don't know where Santee is. And it was like you could literally hear nature talking to you. Hey, Jess from Florida. And I got a lot of downloads, a lot of insights, a lot of truths about myself being isolated from society. I was out there for so long living in nature that I was used to, my feet became used to not wearing shoes.
Yes.
We cooked from a pit. It was a community. We had sheds that was built from hand.
Mhm.
We had the tent. It was gonna be a community, kind of like if anybody out there watches the Walking Dead, it was like the communities of the different scenes of the different seasons of Walking Dead. It was like we all were together and we all pitched in and we would, we had outhouses. You figure out how to use the solar panels for whatever electricity. We would go into town to charge up our electronics that we needed. It wasn't a lot of Hey, Papo, you want to say hi to the people? He wants to say hi.
Hi.
Mm. And
Hi.
it was like chickens, goats, uh, ducks, fresh eggs, and it was a whole experience, and it was something that I always wanted to test myself to see if I would be able to withstand if there was a international reset from the convenience and the regular living, because we rely on technology so much that if these grids was to really go down, how would you survive?
Yeah.
And if you don't have any type of education and any type of knowledge on how to survive without the creature comforts that we are used to, your ass is grass.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be relying on other people's generosity, and we know 85% of the world, y'all already know how they give it up. So
Mhm.
if you're not at least somewhat educated on how to live in that way, then yes, it could be very detrimental to you. So I always wanted to test myself out to see if I would be able to live that way, and the opportunity presented itself to me, and I jumped, and it was beautiful. Do you know how many times I got rained out? Do you know those storms would be so intense that it would sound like footsteps on the sky above your head, like doom, doom, doom.
Wow.
Like it would be like one false move, you dead. I don't even, sometimes I can't even put it into words how that experience was so transformative for me. I
Yeah.
recommend people do that at least once in your life. Go off grid.
I want to try it so bad. I
Right.
want to
Just
try it
try
so
it.
bad.
Even
Yeah.
if it's just for a weekend. Give it a
Yeah.
try.
Because everything up in this house is pure electronics and just everything. I
I
had
ain't
to go
knocking it
outside.
because I got a TV,
Yeah.
I got my tablet, I got
Yes.
phones, and
Everybody
I
is
I
attached to
love
these
my sound
things.
bar.
Yeah. Look, that music, man. You know
Period.
it.
Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because sometimes I have to go outside like multiple times a day. I just go outside with my shoes off and stuff because I be needing, and that's one thing I didn't like when I was younger, or I thought I didn't like it, was going outside and being in the grass. Like I didn't
Right.
walk. I didn't walk across muddy grass. I still don't really. I really don't like the muddy part. Like, but but I like the grass. Like, I didn't want
I
to be
would
out.
love to try to break you out of that. To make you sink
Look,
your foot in some good mud. Look at her face. Look at her face, y'all. No, we gonna go get mud baths and all of that. Watch, I'm
oh
about
my
to turn
gosh.
you out to some real
Oh
holistic
gosh.
modalities.
Look,
Yes,
I'm
come
gonna
on
come back
down
like
here.
I love the bud. They like what? They gonna be like, who? Not
Like
Felicia.
what?
Like, what happened to it? What happened? Y'all are so welcome, y'all. I'm so glad that y'all are here with us. I am so glad y'all are here with us today.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a lot of people's goals to be off
She said
grid.
she has a homestead. That's beautiful.
Yes, nice.
Yes, I would love to link up with you.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Oh,
She
you
said,
got a peacock?
nice.
Look, she just caught my whole. You got a peacock? What? Do you see all my peacock feathers all around?
Look, that's
I love those birds.
they are so beautiful. They are so beautiful, very much so to the detriment of our
My
kids.
daughter went on a field trip and she went down to, I think it was Charleston, to
Mhm.
some farm. What? Oh, it was a honey farm, she says, in
Ooh.
Charleston.
Oh
And
yeah.
she got to see the peacock, and they educated her about how it's the boys that are the beautiful ones. And when they're
Oh,
opening up the plumage and they're shaking, that's a mating ritual. They trying to get the girl.
oh,
Right.
they made them super beautiful because of what? Look, they gonna get them a mate. That's for sure. Look at them.
Right.
Look at
Right. Look
them.
at
She gonna
me. Look at all my beauty.
get right.
I swear I love those birds.
Ah,
Look,
wait.
look, she said people pay money for mud bath.
I played in
Right.
a mud and danced in the rain while I was off grid. Ooh, I don't
Oh,
know that mud just sounds so icky.
it is, but you gotta release the feeling. But everybody's different. It's a
Yeah, I
sensory
saw some
thing.
mud today and I was like, "Ugh," I had to walk around it like all the way around it.
I love talking to you. She said, "Ooh, I had to walk around it."
Oh, yes. She said,
Yes,
"Son,
yes, I definitely will. I definitely will, because I definitely want to build with you about a couple things that I've seen that you said.
yes. Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, she has a mail, she said.
Oh, Felicia, can you please remind me to link with your? I don't know who she is, but
Mhm.
I want to follow
Yeah,
her.
'cause I think she's on, yes, because she's on the Cottage Institution page. So I will,
Okay.
yeah. Hold on, let me look.
Look, I'm
I'm,
holding the
I'm trying to
camera
get
looking
myself
weird like an
organized.
auntie.
Yup, and I got sticky notes over here, pens and everything,
Yes,
calendar
yes,
over
Colonel.
here.
Yes, Colonel.
What,
Shouts
girl?
out to Jed.
She got a mint julep face mask that's mud. Hmm.
Oh.
You could give that to Megan. I don't want it. No.
Look, look, I done put the auntie hat on. Ooh, do tell.
Oh goodness. Just
She's right
her
up my
page is
alley.
Megan Smith on Facebook.
Yes,
Megan Smith on
Megan Smith, Meghan.
I'm gonna put her information in. Easier for me to do it after we get off live. For the
Okay.
links to actually link. So I'll go to all the pages and put it there because we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So
We live
I'll
right
do.
now.
We still live, yeah. Yeah, everybody been up here just, just chatting it up. You've been live the whole time. Look, you've been live for an hour and 9 minutes. So now that means that you could go live on your page for 30
Right,
minutes.
right. Well, I
And look,
definitely appreciate you helping
yeah,
me conquer
and look,
this.
because I didn't even tell you. I didn't even tell you.
Right.
I forgot to tell you that.
That it was live like that.
Yeah,
Girl, you got me. But it was a good get because I needed
yeah.
it. I
But
needed
you've
that. I
been
need
doing so good. Like, you've been
right.
doing so good. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end the show today. Me and Megan, when we start talking, we be talking. But
Right,
y'all will
right,
be
right.
y'all will be on here like if they don't stop it. But that's probably because we both Aries. We
Right.
supposed to
And
be
we can chat it up. It's gonna flow
it
like
just
water,
flows,
baby. Yes.
exactly. Like, but I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for coming on here. It's okay. It's definitely I'm gonna be putting the replays out there, so that you guys can catch the replay. You can catch it after it posts as well. And I have been trying to fix the episode on Spotify, but I gotta work on that. I don't know why it's not linking. So
Because
it's
it's
on
Mercury
Spotify.
retrograde.
Look, I know it's just terrible. YouTube, you can find it on there as well, and my page as well. But I will also give it to Megan if she wants to pop the replay on her page. So you guys have so many opportunities. There's also a page for the podcast. I will put that out there as well so
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
guys can catch up on the replays of all the episodes. This is episode 15. So this is the second episode 15. We had to make this the official episode 15,
Right,
but
right.
so there are plenty ways that you guys can catch the replay. Please make sure you share this out. And I love y'all. And I hope that y'all have a fabulous rest of your evening.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. 111. Look at that time. Beautiful, beautiful
Woo!
numbers. Hey.
Right. Look at that.
Mhm.